EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right there, 56. Watch the run. Check 26, check 26. Then we're going to 53. He's crossing. Kill. Check. Then we're going to 54, wide in. Kill. Then we're going to 54, going to 54, wide in.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Hey, kill. 27.
Prescott on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 4-9. On the army. Check 43. Then we're going to 54. 1-8. Check it out. Then we're going to 53. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pull it together. Watch safety creeping. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 9. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Good. Mike 54. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Hey, alert. Watch the screen. Go, 14. Check. Good. 4 down. Check. Watch 54. He's scared.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Listen. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go. Hey, 0. 12. Run left. Mike, 5-4. Echo. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Check. Walk 54. One left. You can't block me.
Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gun. Alert. 54. Go, Captain, let's go. We got this. Hey, one set. Check.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 41 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. 47.
Throwing. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike. Alert. Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception... that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Caught by Cobb. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Kill. 47.
Hayward. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go, P. Big series right here. So we got to...
We're going to 54. Why? Check. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. 20. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check 15, check 15.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, kill.
Out. Check.
So we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Watch the run. They're running it. Watch twist.
Go to 54. Why? 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Coming again.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Second down and goal. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rush in. Good. Got it. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Come on, Hey. Mike, 55. Let's go.
Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 0. I'll go special. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Mike's 54.
Wilson to throw again. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A first down throw for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, Mike's 50. Here we go. Hey, count. 47. Here we go, 47. Mike's 50. Hustle. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 50. Watch the run. 50.
Now Prescott. Incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, we got four. We got 4 down. Check three. Here we go, 46. Let's go, Mike 50. Come on, trot. Here we go, 50. We're going to 53. It's a party. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by by Brad McDougal. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Spread left, spread left. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike on truck.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Check, check. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You go right.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 71 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up. And go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. One left. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, one. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, just like that.
Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Zoom. Run left.
Motion. Reset.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
25. Check 25.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Why here?
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Prescott now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
19. Check out. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Push left. Push left. Mike, 55. Touch 50. Touch 50.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Gun. Gun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
12. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Left hash.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Let's go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Fair. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". They can't hang with us. 54 is Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Check 55, Mike. Bang out. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, a give to Penny. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 0-0-0. 4 down. Deep, man up, deep.
Hey, check right. Watch it divide.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Right there, 54 Mike.
You can't block me.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the edge. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. 36 power.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Cowboys 28. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Mike 50.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
47. Here we go, 47. Watch twins. Orbit. 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
They were going to 53.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4.
Kill.
Check three.
Here we go, 47. Switch it, hey. Hey. Delta. 50 to Mike.
Here we
Here
go.
we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, 46.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Here we go, going to 54, line in.
Hey, check 24. SOS.
Here we go, going to 54, line in.
SOS.
They'll run with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You don't know no better.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Again, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Here we go, going to 54, line in.
This is Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Marr now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over
Let's go,
first
boys.
and
Let's
10
go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Guys, listen. Slam. 14, run it. Watch by 4. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
A handoff to Penny. Powers through, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
54.
Friday.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert. Go.
Mike's by 4. Hey, I'm coming after you. 54's Mike.
Come on, Dad.
54. Watch 54.
You better be afraid.
Easy.
You better be afraid of me.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check safety.
14.
Mike 54. 22. Check. 22. Check. Switch.
Good touch.
After the penalty, it's Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Double count right here. Double count.
Cowboys 18-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson dancing to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Penny, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check, 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 check. We're going to 54. Why is? Then we're going to 53. Mike, that's it. 50.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Prescott from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. 47. Under. I'm going to run you over.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
47. Go. 55, Mike, 55. It's just me and you.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right there, 54, Mike. I got it. Mike's 50, 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Here we go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Check 56. You got double up. 26.
Elliott. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mike's 56. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Here we go. Kill. Shit. Whip.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Kill. Check 4. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, kill. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Hey, what? If you don't get this, boy, you think you're going to get this? You think you're going to go to 54. Why? Hey, watch it.
The give is to Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it, lady. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, 0.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And some room to work. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Alert 3. All go special. Mike's 5-4. 14. Go.
Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Good track. 49. Check. Alert. You got tape right there. 14, run it. Let's go. Come on. Hey, he's tight.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense.
We're going to 54. Why is?
Give me that ball, defense.
Under crush, under. We're going to 54. Why is?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Count. 55.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Count. Yo, 40.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What? 380. Mike 54. Touch 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Tyler Lockett, 30, the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.